Welcome to Chapter 4 of Mother 3! I think you get the point. So we're getting more into the meat and potatoes of Mother 3 now, with the old MegaHarv chapter coming nearby. And also, very early in this chapter, you can fight an enemy that breaks the first part of the game. So I'm gonna fight it. Just because. Not only just because, speaking of just because, back with my handy-dandy, trusty Guitar Hero controller. There is a boss in this chapter that is very difficult, and fighting this really strong enemy early on helps mitigate some of that really hardness. Now, you may be asking yourself, why am I playing hard mode if I'm just gonna cheese the game? That's what I'd like to know! Chapter 4, Club Titty Boo. What's that club going to be about? I'm thinking breasts. Succulent breasts. Succulent breasts and trains running. 3 years later, in the Millie village of the Taz variety. Of the human suplexing machine variety. So we are in a more modern time, now that money has come in and been introduced to humble Tazmilli Village. Look how happy that lady is. Just thinking, I want a piece of that facade. I want to play with his mustache. Love that mustache. Ooh, that song's familiar. I know that from another Nintendo game. Can you guess which one? Oh, I have a flashback in this mirror? I don't remember this at all. I don't think I've ever unlocked that before, somehow. MegaMan combing MegaHarv's hair. Does it redo the flashback? Looking handsome. Oh, I put my clothes on. Damn it. That was such a trying tribulation that I gotta have a nap. Putting my clothes on? It's really tiring. So I better sleep up. I didn't bother to put my pajamas back on that time. My jammies. I didn't put my jammies back on. Hey, sheep. Hey, there's a black sheep, too. There's 2 black sheep and a white sheep. So, in this instance, the white sheep is the black sheep? If I knew how to do special effects properly, my head would explode right now. And then it would just be infinity. This video would be infinite long, because my head would have exploded. Were you, like, electrocuted? Is that why you're all black, like? Ah. Hey, Bone Rush. Come with me. I could take you for a walk if you'd like, MegaHarv. I would love you to take me for a walk. Which makes me wonder, can you just bypass Bone Rush and not have to use him? There's gotta be a point where it's like, no, you need a dog. Probably a little later in this chapter. Now that I have bounced the idea around in my head a little bit. Hey, Frog. I'm gonna give the last frog that I spoke to their regards to you. Hey, you there. Boy! I take offense to that. I realize this might be a bit of a bother, but please come talk to me. I have very important information for you. Why would you walk away, then? Come talk to me. I'm gonna moonwalk away. I'm moonwalking. Talk to me. Why won't you get closer and talk to me? Keep talking. I'm gonna fall through my table if I go back any farther than that. From this day forth, you'll be rewarded for your hard work. It'll be given in units called DP, Dragon Powder. I mean power. I mean, you can use DDP in shops and other places in exchange for goods and services. It seems you've already earned 30 DDP so far. You can save and withdraw DDP anytime by talking to nearby frogs. Some frogs in special locations can't conduct DDP transactions, though. Shall I explain that all again? No, that's really not necessary. Time certainly flies, doesn't it? So that means you like eating time? Because frogs like flies, don't they? I know Frogs and Flies is an Atari 2600 game. I played it back in the day. So I know there's a correlation. So therefore this frog likes time. Do you need something? Yes. Let's look at DP stuff. Oh, I got a balance of 30. I better withdraw it. I hope you're not holding out on using the bathroom, too. Yeah, me too, or else I would pee my pants. I would pee my pants. So this is Tazmilly's famous lightning house? It is really incredible. It was definitely worth coming all the way here to see it. You must really love being unhappy if you refuse to get a happy box after all this nonsense. So speaking of DDP, who here watching does the DDP yoga? You should definitely give it a shot if you haven't. At least do some variety of yoga. Like, I definitely had that point in my life where I'm like, I'm too much of a man. I'm too much of a man to do yoga. Oof, rough. If you get my point. But then I tried it, and, you know, I have a lingering rib injury, so it helps a lot with that. Any yoga, really, but, like, seeing as I like the wrestling, Diamond Dallas Page yoga is kind of my forte. Like, I was going to yoga places, which, in all honesty, I would recommend that as well, because it's... Chances are, if you're a guy going to a yoga hut, you're either gay, or you're going there to pick up chicks. It's, it works for either. Oh, you can't actually go in the garbage can? Can I actually go straight to where I want to go? Maybe I want to talk to the bazaar first. Talk to that bazaar first. Used to be here. I presume it still is here. Do I have to talk to you first, lady? What? Am I talking about myself? No, of course not. I'm talking about this village. What do you have, nickel? Do you got any dimes? Oh, I can't afford any of this stuff. It's way too expensive for a guy like me, for a little oyster such as myself, who had to undergo a cloister of trials as an oyster. Do you suppose that an oyster's ever undergone a cloister of trials? Or if cloister has ever undergone a cloister of trials? I didn't watch enough of the Pokemon TV show to really have a good answer for that. It's good to see they didn't flatten the who's it in the whatchamacallit. Oh, we got some new adversaries, such as a Slitherhen. So let's beat it up with my fantastic one-hit combo. That's better. I'm gonna blame it on my LCD TV or whatever it is, my flat screen. Because that was one of the things I hated about Guitar Hero. Where if I play it on a flat screen, like there'd always be like a little bit of calibration issues. Like even if I was just playing it myself, there would be playing it by myself. If I were to calibrate it myself, there'd always be a little bit of issues with that. So are you happy now, Isaac? Regular old mice, run-of-the-mill snakes, ordinary Dragos. When you think about it, the 4 sure was boring until about 3 years ago. What's your box saying? You got a couple of happy boxes. What's this happy box? That must be a sad box. I want this treasure. Is it an antidote? Beef jerky. I can't complain about that beef jerky. Jerky. 2? Might be a little big for my britches coming here already. I don't think you're really supposed to. I probably expect you to at least heal yourself a little bit. And by heal, I mean level up first. But I'm gonna at least show you where this rootin' tootin' varmint enemy is. If I don't take it out this turn, I'll just grind a bit. and then fight it. This way. Onward and or upward. Did I fight one of these earlier? No, a really flying mouse suddenly attacked. I guess the last one wasn't really flying, where this one is really flying. That's good. Well, I'm gonna go heal in a second. I got a 16-hit combo. Silver lining, right? And I should probably buy some equipment. So yeah, I am most likely going to do that, then be back in this general area. Run. Oh, I can't run, because... And we are back in the general vicinity. It is pretty much around here, and also there is a treasure chest back here, and you can just kinda not fight that thing, because it's not necessary. But what is necessary is for MegaHarv, yours truly, to equip this here Pisces bracelet. So I'm gonna keep running in and out of here until I find the creature of my dreams. Fucking finally! Okay. So you're gonna appear somewhere. Yeah, so attack it from the top. And... I can't remember what it does. It might kill me outright, might run away, I don't know. Gotta find out. I must have come in and out of there easily 100 times. I've never had that bad of luck trying to find this thing before. Immediate run away. Fire B! Huh, okay, good. Well, I should probably run. I guess. So, yeah. I'll come back when I'm almost dead. I have a better idea. Progress the story a little. That might be what I should do. Oh, hey, I know those people, Bronson. Come on, Jackie, get real. It can't possibly be him. But just think about it. No one's seen hide nor hair of Triple H since he disappeared 3 years ago. It's gotta be him. Come on now, that's nonsense. Oh, hey there, MegaHarv. Hi! Oh, it's nothing. There's this concert hall named Club Titty Boo past the factory, and the bass player there looks kind of like Triple H. Jackie here's convinced it is Triple H. He looks just like him. I really think we should tell the old man. Maybe if we knew for sure. But we'd only wind up disappointing Wes if it turns out we aren't correct. The guy we saw just happens to look a lot like Triple H. We don't know any more than that. Period. Anyways, time to head home and have some chow while I watch the Happy Box. You took the words right out of my mouth. I'm starving, too. I was hungry for words, and you took them out of my mouth. That's so cruel. The train won't be coming for a while. So I should be able to run across the tracks, then? Across the tracks? All day. That's dangerous. What the heck are you thinking? I don't know what your story is, but you're still young. Don't just throw away your life, okay? Alright then, now that you understand, go on. Just forget about me. See ya. Your life was saved. Well, that was awful kind of him. Hold it! I thought you were only gonna save me the once. I thought that... You again, how many times do I have to say it? You're young, don't be throwing your life away. Youthful impatience, I don't know what your deal is, but you should apply that art to something more constructive. Now look, I'm a busy guy myself, stop giving me work to do, see ya. My life was saved for a second time. Third time's the charm? This guy really doesn't want me to die for some reason. I figured it was you again. Please just give it a rest already. This is almost like a comedy routine at this point. Listen, go back home and stay there quietly. Forget all about this tunnel. Your life was saved. Whoa, now. How much text do you have? This clearly isn't what I'm supposed to be doing yet, but I'm curious. I was keeping an eye out for you. I thought you might show up and you did. Come on, just go home now. Please? My life is worthless! Hold it, don't you ever listen? You're teasing me, aren't you? You're not mocking me for being kind, friendly, and sympathetic, are you? You are, aren't you? Alright, this will be the last time. I'm not gonna stop you anymore. I won't stop you next time. But just go on home now, please? But I want to get run over by a train. Heh. He comes back anyway. He's won't even say anything now. I won't even dignify that with a response. Oh, so he's just gonna save me now, but he won't say anything new. I thought if I kept doing this, a train eventually hit me. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe if I kept at it, a train would hit me, but... Okay, I guess I gotta go home first. Yeah, I gotta trigger this cutscene first. Oh, Facade, what are you on about now? Stop it. Quit ruining this town any more than you have already. Yeah, Facade. I've had enough of your Facade. I think you guys are behind the lightning that's hitting people's houses at not-so-random, Facade. Why, hello there, Mr. West. You know, if you keep making the veins in your forehead pop out like that, happiness will only escape you, by which I mean your hair, of course. In any case, I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about. Well, it's been fun. Please be careful not to hurt yourself on the way home. Trip or become bald. Cease this violence. I'm no bug, I'm an old man. Well, then why is a bug net so effective on you? I guess it's a butterfly net, but I guess you could use it on bugs as well. Same difference. MegaHarv, quit snooping around me. Don't get in my way. MegaHarv, I really wish you'd put a happy box in your home, so you can be happy like everyone else here. I'm always hoping for that day. Yeah, I'll bet. But I'm concerned about Pops. So let's soda on over to my Pop's house. I thought I'd have another, like, soft drink pun there. But I came up flat. I should actually, like, really sleep. I might be full health. I don't remember. But now I'm definitely full health. So I can't progress the story anymore? Because I have a feeling I kind of... If I'm gonna be fighting this little Black Beanling creature, there's some stuff I would like. Oh, I must get hit by that frog in a car. Is the train still not coming back for a while? Do I have to talk to Wes? I might have to talk to Wes, so I'm gonna go to Wes's place and talk to him. Hey, Wes. Oh, MegaHarv. I really embarrassed myself earlier, but curse that Facade treating me like a bug. Like a stag beetle. So, thanks for that. What? A guy who looks just like Triple H? Could that moron still be? He could still be. MegaHarv. I'll now lower my voice and talk to you in a whisper. I hate to ask, but could you go and see if this lookalike really is my moron or not? I'd really like to know, as even though I'm calling him a moron, I want to know what happened to my boy. Just for the sake of closure. If you do find my son, send this carrier pigeon our way. You're pretty old school if you're using carrier pigeon. So, back to the train station. Okay, this is a train station. The train that goes directly to the factory from the station is currently out, but the conductor's out of town. I don't think the train will be coming back today. If you really want to go, I suggest walking along the tracks. I didn't tell you that, though, because if they find out that I told a child to go play on train tracks, something bad would happen. Haven't you done enough damage, Mr. T lookalike? Thanks for waiting. I don't know what reasons you got, but it looks like you want to go through this tunnel. I know you won't listen to me, So here, I'll give you this instead. Advice? Oh, I got a railway map. But you're not the map-loving maker Mapson. Yeah, the train would be the most dangerous thing. Yeah, if you run along the tracks, you can get smushed good and proper. So, be mindful not to run along the tracks. And this guy is very similar to the Rambling Mushrooms from Mother 2 Earthbound. If you hadn't noticed, he's just more of a brighter shade of pink. I'm surprised I got 11 hits on that. This is like, Samba de Amiga, like the Maraca game from the Dreamcast. That's what this is making me think of, even though I never played it. Yeah. That mushroom died. So, let's continue down the tracks. Try to avoid as many of these things as I can. Try that. I'm feeling strange. So I'm gonna do a very fancy pants dance on the off chance. Okay, get off the tracks so I don't get... Of course I go to the wrong side. That's alright. That's okay. That's all I don't remember the rest of the lyrics, but I was singing a song from the show Reboot. It was Enzo Matrix's birthday, and Dot Matrix got all dolled up and was singing a song, and she said something about how he's alphanumeric. Oh, I want to fight you, because you're guarding a treasure. I should probably heal, though. I'm gonna use this beef jerky. Does make sense that it would be spinning around. I do have it. There is an end to that story, but I have to focus. Is this? Oh, don't be doing that. Not bad. Could have been worse. It could still be worse. Well, I didn't need to do the old head bob. I should do it here, though. Bob was also a Reboot character. Not Head Bob, just regular Bob. But yeah, like just alphanumeric, and to this day, anytime I play Foresight in Mother 2, there's a certain part of the song where it's like alphanumeric, because they were... I experienced both of them around the same time, so my brain decided to chunk those two pieces of information together to try to cram more useless information in my head that I will never have a practical use for, other than maybe this. This is the most practical use for that random bit of trivia from my brain. In case there's ever a test on stupid stuff that's in my brain, you'll get a slightly better grade than somebody who did not watch this episode of Mother 3. Oh, Bone Rush is, preoccupied. Ooh, it's a magic butterfly. Ooh, it's clothes. I like where this is going, even though I'm, like, in the 13 range. Maybe I haven't even hit puberty yet. I don't know, it's been 3 years later. He's gotta be about 13 now, like he couldn't have been 7 when it started, although he could be. Oh, you caught me stark naked. Oh, aren't you that boy I met at Aeolia's house 3 years ago? Remember? You said you were going to the Dragon Plateau to avenge your mother. No, you're getting me and my twin confused. Are hair colors different? So you should probably figure that out. I don't know why you require the magic butterflies while in a hot spring. But I guess you gotta explain it to me in case I never did play the original Earthbound on Super Nintendo. Just endure for a little bit. And then... don't struggle. Just endure it for a little bit. Yeesh. Just a little more. Okay. Oh, I almost drowned. Something awoke inside MegaHarv. MegaHarv learned Life Up A, Healing A, Offense Up A, and PK subs to me Alpha. So yeah, people's imaginations go a little crazy at that point, but it's constructed in a way that how could you not? Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. You can use PK subs to me. Not even we Mad Gypsies are able to use it. You Sly W. That's probably the main reason why it hasn't been released out here, just because of that scene. I don't know where you've come from, or where you're going, but we might meet again. So at least tell me your name. MegaHarv. Thanks, I'll remember that. Now go. I want to boil up, too. So I'm gonna go back to the Black Beanling, and I'm hopefully gonna kill it for your viewing pleasure. And then I'm gonna call that an episode. Just so you're aware. Alright. See if I can't do it this time. Will I do it this time? If you're watching this right now, I probably did it this time. But I don't know yet. Right now I'm just seeing if sprinting bombs are effective. That was rather effective. I need to do that some more. And all kinds of experience will be for me. Oh no, not a regular attack. After all that fire, it just goes ahead and does just an ordinary attack. Yeah, this is much better. Please don't run. Okay, good. This is looking promising. Yeah, and I talked through that one. And I killed it. Did I call that one or what? But I got 110, 116 even, 16,080 experience points. So I gain, I don't know, a lot of levels. I won't have to grind for a few hours. So I'm probably going to be at a net break even after that effort. But I did it. So that will be this episode. I am gonna go have a nap in the tub. One other thing I'll mention along the way, oh, I dodged them, is that if you have an egg in your inventory and you go into a hot spring, you get a hot spring egg, which does, I can't remember if it heals more or less than an egg does, but you get to keep it forever rather than it possibly turning into a chick than a chicken. But in any case, thank you very much for joining me in this edition of Mother 3 Hard Mode with a Guitar Hero controller. I may very well be the first person to beat a Black Beanling with a Guitar Hero controller. So, if you have done that before, I want video evidence, otherwise I am the first. Join me next time!